Children, wait a minute until that Nuansa is logging in. We'll see about a few seconds. We'll wait until she's also logging in. Then thereafter, we'll start the discussion, right?
Sir,
Opute.
playing a flute.
Playing a flute. Playing a flute. Playing a flute. Actually, playing a flute is a very critical situation. Huh? Playing a flute, you are taking lots of critical situations. Yes, it's really good question. Playing a flute. අපි flute එකක් play කරනවා කියන එක information එකක් ද කියන එක. Sometimes when we can, if we can get the clear idea about that, we can say it is an information. මේ සින්දුව හරියටම play වෙනවා නම් මේ සින්දුව හරියටම flute එකෙන් play වෙනවා නම් මා කියන සින්දුව අපිට කියන්න පුළුවන් මේක information එකක් කියලා. අපිට clear idea එකක් ගන්න පුළුවන්, right? මේ song එකේ මෙන්න මෙහෙම දෙයක් තමයි idea අපි දන්න හරියටම play වෙනවා නම්, right? We can we will feel that. අපිට ඒක feel වෙනවා, right? මේ feel වෙනකොට අපිට එනවා මේකේ මෙහෙම idea එකක් තමයි එන්නේ කියන්නේ. ඒ song එක හැබැයි හරියටම play වෙනවා. If we play it correctly, if we play it according to the particular notation, අපි ඒක හරියම notation එකට play කරා, then we can say it is an information, right? But if we just play only notes like this, only notes C, D, E, F like that, we cannot say it is a information. It may be a data. I'll show you. Yeah, I was trying to do a little experiment, but for the moment I unable to do it. But no problem. But what I wanted to say is, when we play the entire flute by the particular notation, by the proper notation, we can say it is an information. අපි නැත්තම් නිකන් ඔය note එකක් දෙකක් විතරක් play කරනවා නම් අපිට කියන්න බෑ ඒක information එකක් කියලා. Understood? You are getting
Yes, sir.
really nice questions. We are taking nice questions. Good. Yes, Samili, come on. Yeah, Samili, are you going to ask some question?
No, sir.
But I felt like that. No problem. Nuansa, any questions? Anuansa, any questions? Do I have any questions? No. Right. Okay. Then as per the characteristics of information, when we are learning about the characteristics of informations, when I say this information, these informations are surprise element. මං කිව්වොත් මේ informations කියලා කියන්නේ surprise element එකක් කියලා. Is it correct? Right. We think about our early situations. We think about our early situations. When we heard the news about COVID in the early stages, that we heard the news about COVID, what has happened for our parents and for us? අපි මේ COVID ගැන informations දැනගත්තු මුල් දවස්වල මොකද උනේ?
We were afraid. We were afraid.
Yes, you were afraid. Your parents also got afraid. මොකද උනේ? කොණ්ඩේ මෙහෙම ඉස්සෙන්නේ නැති අපි අපෙත් ඉස්සුනා නේ බය වෙච්ච පාර නේ. නේද? එහෙම වෙනවනේ අර කාටුන් වල වගේ. මෙහෙම දෙයක් ඇහුවාම එළියට බයින්න බෑ මේමයි කියලා. මොකක්ද වෙන්නේ? අර කාටුන් වල වගේ මෙහෙම තීච්ච කොණ්ඩේ ඔක්කොම මෙහෙම ඉස්සනවා අපි කාගේ. බය වෙනවා. හරි. ඒ වගේ දේවල් වෙනවා. ඊටකට බය වෙලා මොකද කරන්නේ? දැනුත් එහෙමනේ අර Omicron, when we heard about Omicron, what happened? Our parents got afraid because of you all. ඔයගොල්ලෝ ගැන ඔයගොල්ලෝ නිසා ඒගොල්ලෝ parents බය වෙනවා. ඉස්කෝලේකටවත් යවන්නේ නැහැ. They are not even letting you all go to school. Why? Because they are getting afraid. මොකද වෙන්නේ දැන් බලන්න දෙසඳි what happened දෙසඳි? දෙසඳිට එක ඉස්සරහක් මම හිතන්නේ දෙසඳි as I remember once she positive එක ඉස්සරහක් එයා positive වුණා. ඔයාටත් වුණා නේද ලාෂිනි? ඔයාත් ඩෙන්ගු හැදුණා නේද එක ඉස්සරහක් වෙලඟදී?
Yes, sir.
ඔව් ඒකනේ. ඉතින් බලන්න එහෙම වුණාම බය වෙනවනේ. right ඉතින් ඔහොම දෙයක් අහපු ගමන් ටක් ගාලා බය වෙනවා. මොකද උනේ රටත් ඉස්සෙල්ලා when we heard about this COVID, what happened? They locked down our country. Our government has already locked down our country. Like that. Why? Because they got afraid. They got afraid about their population. මිනිස්සු ගැන බය වුණා. ඒ නිසා මොකද උනේ? They arrange some lockdowns arrange kara. That is why we can say this is a surprise element. That is why we can say this is a surprise element. සිංහලෙන් කියනවා නම් මේක මවිතය දනවන සුළුයි. එක පාට මෙහෙම එකක් ආපු ගමන් මොකක්ද වෙන්නේ? අර මං කිව්ව දේ වෙනවා නේ. මම පෙන්නපු දේ වෙනවා අනිවාර්යෙන්. Yes, it's happening. Surely it's happening. ඒක වුණා අපිට. Right? Because of that surprise element, what happened? Because of that surprise element regarding the Omicron and COVID, what has happened? Our parents has already put lots of rules for us. Ne? අපේ අම්මලා තාත්තලා අපිට ගොඩක් rules දැම්මනේ. Every time you all have to put the mask. Then when you all are going somewhere else, very rarely even, when you all are going somewhere else, even very rarely, what they are doing, they are quickly they are putting a small bottle of sanitizer into your bag, isn't it? Are they doing like that?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Using a face shield.
Yes. Also, they are making you all to arranging you all to use face shields. දාගෙන ඉන්න නම් අමාරුයි, but they are arranging you all to use the face shields. Yes. As well as they are arranging another extra mask They are arranging other extra masks into your bag. Those are the things what they are doing to protect their children. Yes, we can know about seriousness. Yes, right. Because of the second second thing that I discussed, we can say this information is action motivated. First I said information is surprise element. Hey, අපි අර බය වෙච්ච නිසා මේව කොණ්ඩේ ඉස්සුනානේ බය වෙලා. ඒක නිසා අපි කියනවා මේක surprise element එකක්. Right? So next we can say this information is an action motivator. Why? Because of this information, lots of actions and reactions might be happen. I make it a බය වෙලා කොටක් දේවල් වෙනවා. රට ලොක්ඩවුන් වෙනවා. parents ලා ගොඩක් බය වෙනවා. ළමයින්ට මොකවත් යන්න දෙන්නේ නැහැ. rules දානවා. Those are the actions. Therefore we can say this information is a action motivator. Action motivator. Understood about the characteristics of information?
Yes, sir.
Oh, තව දෙයක් අපි ගත්තොත් අපි දැක්කොත් හොඳ when we looked at an information about preparing a very tasty food. When we look at Anna Lashini had a very good laugh. She got a laugh. When I am saying that she had a laugh. Lashini. Am I correct? මං හරි නේද? ලෂින්ට ටක් ගාලා හිනාවක් ගියා. හොඳ රස කෑමක් හදනවා කිව්වා. නේද? ඔව්. අර right. Yes. නුවන්සටත් එහෙමයි නේද නුවන්ස? මට පේනවා මේ. I can see you are laughing. Anuvansa. Am I correct? Yes, ne? Yes. Then Samili also same. Yes. Samili hina wenna gila nawattන් ඉන්නවා. නේද? Samili? Yes. Apela also same. Apela, right? Right. When we found some kind of information about preparing a very tasty food, what you all are going to do? Think when you all are surfing the internet or when you all are discussing among your friends, if somebody gives you an information about preparing a very tasty food, what you all are going to do? මේ information එක හම්බුනොත් මොකද්ද කරන්න යන්නේ? What you all are going to do when you all have a information like that? මේ වගේ information එකක් හම්බුනොත්, මේක රස කෑමක් හදන එකක් හම්බුනොත් මොකද්ද කරන්නේ? Samili, Apela.
We feel happy. Feel happy.
Yes, happy. Instead of that, what you all are going to do? Happy වෙන එක හරි. Yes. You all are getting very happy because of that surprise. Therefore, we can say it is a surprise element. What else you are going to do?
We want to eat it.
You want to eat it, yes. But without preparing that, how we are going to eat? Without preparing that, how we are going to eat? So what you all are doing is, you all are taking the particular information to your home and bothering your parents to prepare it. Am I correct?
Yes.
Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Samili?
Yes, sir.
ඔන්න නුවන්ස ටක් ගාලා yes කියලා දාලා තියෙනවා. එයා කරන දෙයක් ඒක දාලා තියෙන ටක් ගාලා yes කියලා. අහන්නත් කලින් දැම්මා. Right. Yes, everybody is doing like that. So because of that information, what have you done? You all are you all are taking some kind of action. මේ information එක දැකලා action එකක් නේද ගත්තේ? Action එක ක්‍රියාවක් නේද උනේ? You took an
Yes,
action.
sir.
That is why we can say this information, these information are some kind of action motivator. That is also one kind of characteristic of this information. ඔන්න මේ තමයි information ගැන information වල ලක්ෂණ. Now you know lots of things about information. It's more than enough. What you all know, what are the characteristics of information? Have you all learned today?
We
මොනවද
can
information වල
get-
characteristics ලක්ෂණ ඉගෙන ගත්තේ අපේ දරුවා?
They are useful our day-to-day activities.
Yeah, පුතා? Yeah, yes. Say
They
it,
are
say it.
they are useful for our day-to-day activities.
Yes, what else?
Information is surprise element.
Yes, very good. What else?
Action motive.
Yes, action motivator. Good. What else? Lashini?
Can get clear decisions.
Yes, that is the yes, that is the most important one. That is the major characteristic of information, right? එයාව අනිවාර්යෙන් කියන්න ඕන මොනවද කිව්වත්. හරිද? එයා ගැන අනිවාර්යෙන් කියන්න ඕන. Instead of that, what else?
Example for informations.
පුතා?
Example for informations.
Example for information. Yes, we have already learned lots of examples for information. But I'm asking, what are the characteristics? Another one characteristic have to be say. තව එකක් කියන්න තියෙනවා පුතාලා. මොකක්ද?
Can get clear idea.
Yes, can get clear idea, can have clear decisions. Yes. Instead of that, ඊටත් අමතරව
Some reactions we
right. Very good. It is an action. It creates an action. It creates an action or reaction. Information creates an action or reaction. Yes. Correct. Good. Really, really, really good. Now you know what are the information. How does this information create? Then what are the source of the information? What are the source of the information? What is the basis of this information?
well organized data.
Yes. Don't say well organized. Then අපි information එකක් හැදෙන්නේ data well organized වුණාමනේ. Basis of information is data. Right? Basis of information is the information වල පදනම, තොරතුරු වල පදනම තමයි data. දත්ත. Right? If somebody asks what are the information, then you all can say information means well organized data. Well organized data. Thereafter you can say about the characteristics of information. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Right. Very good.
Sir.
Okay, very good. Nuhansa, have you understood now about information and data? Right. Good. Then we'll write down now. Now we'll write down about the characteristics of information. We'll write down now about the characteristics of information. Okay. Number one is Even here also we'll write down about the major characteristic. අපි මෙතනත් ලියමු major characteristic එකත් එතන ලියමු හොඳේ, right? I will send it. I will send it. Characteristics of information. That is the topic. Characteristics of information. That is the topic. But before that, everybody please put today's date. Right. Number one. Number one. By the information. Number one. By the information. Look at the chat for the spellings, everybody. By the information, we can get clear decisions. By the information, we can get clear decisions. Number two. By the information, we can have clear ideas. By the information, we can have clear ideas. Right? Third one. Information. Uses. Information uses for lots of tasks. Information uses for lots of tasks in our day-to-day life. Information uses for lots of tasks in our day-to-day life. Then fourth one. Information is a surprise element. 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 Fifth one. Information creates an action or reaction. Information creates an action or reaction. Sixth one. Information is an action motivator. Information is an action motivator. Information is an action motivator. Information creates an action or reaction. Information is an action motivator. Right. Right. So we can say, according to the characteristics that we written above, according to the characteristics of information that we written above, finally we can say this information is meaningful. This information is very meaningful. Why? Because if not, we will not be able to do the particular reactions by the information. If those information are not meaningful, there is no possibility to do the particular reactions by the information. Information's meaningful නැත්තම් මේවා වෙනවද? Surprise වෙනවද? නෑ. Will it create actions? No. Will it be an action motivator? No. Right? Everything happens because information is meaningful. Everything happens because these information are meaningful. Understood this? මේ information කියන එක තේරුමක් තියෙනවා. meaningful. ඒ නිසා තමයි මේ හැම දෙයක්ම සිද්ධ වෙන්නේ. Right? Understood?
Yes, sir.
Right. Then finally, write down information are meaningful. Information are meaningful. Right. We have already learned about information. How does this information create? And examples for information, examples for data, and characteristics of information. We have learned the characteristics of information. Right. Then tell me, how does this information create? කොහොමද මේ information creating?
By well organizing data.
Yes, by well organizing data. Or else we can say by manipulating data. It's a little bit complex word. By manipulating data. එහෙමත් ලියන්න පුළුවන්, right? By well organizing or by manipulating data, we can create information, right? But now we are going to learn how are we creating information, or how are we making information by well organizing data? How are we organize this data well? How are we organize this data well? කොහොමද අපි මේ data organize කරන්නේ? How are we organizing this data very well? We are going to learn about it. We are going to learn about it. On last day, remember, you all have created an information. Remember that. On last day, you all have created some kind of information. Yes. How did you do that?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. How did you do that?
By data.
Huh?
By data.
Yes. Yes. You have already created some information by data. But how long was it take? How long was it take? How long was it take to organize the particular data? And how did you do that? Last day, you all have already created some kind of information by very well organizing data. My question is, how did you organize the particular data, and how long was it take to do that?
By read the information data correctly.
By, yes, come on.
By read in data correctly.
Only by reading.
By looking data correctly.
Only by looking data can you organize it. Did you do like that? Only by looking that? How did you organize that? Lashini? ඔන්න ලොකු ප්‍රශ්නයක් මේ. Now I have already trapped everybody, trapped you all on a very big question. මම ලොකු ප්‍රශ්නයක ඔයගොල්ලෝ දැන් පැටලුවා. Samili, Apella, Lashini, I have already trapped you all in a very complex matter. ලොකු ප්‍රශ්නයක පැටලුවා. Last day, you all have created a meaningful meaningful information, right? By well organizing data. Now my question is, how did you all organize those data well? And how long was it take? ඒකට කොච්චර කාලයක් ගියාද? මං කිව්වා ලියන්න කියලා. මතකයි නේ? හැමෝටම මං කිව්වා Tamanට ගියපු කාලේ ලියන්න කියලා. මතකද එහෙම කල් ලිව්වා?
Yes, sir.
ඒ කිව්වේ මෙතෙන්ට එන්න. Yes, Nuansa given an answer for that. But I want to get the particular answer from you two also, you three also. Nuansa send the answer. Apella and Enakshi and Lakshini, how did you do that? By observing. Can you organize some kind of data by observing? How did you find find those totals? How did you do that?
By drawing the table.
By, yes. Okay, that doesn't matter. Don't worry. When it's wrong, if it is wrong, don't worry. Don't worry. Please. බය වෙන්නේ නැහැ කවුරුවත්. We are learning still. අපි එන්නේ ඉගෙන ගන්න. අපි තාම ඉගෙන ගන්න. බය වෙන්න එපා වර්ධුනාට. ආලාශිනි. කොහමද අර data ටික organize කරේ, well organize කරේ තුන්දෙනා එක්ක?
Drawing tables.
Yes, I'm asking I'm asking from you all one by one. Yes, Apela. How
By
did you-
drawing a table and adding them.
By drawing a table and adding them. Yes. Samili, how did you do that?
By draw the table.
Lashini, how did you do that?
Draw a table.
Draw a table. Then where did you draw that table?
On the paper.
On the paper. So, what did you use to draw this table?
Pen.
Only pen.
Pencil.
Only pen and pencil.
Above paragraph.
Sorry?
Above paragraph.
Yes. Right. But then tell me, how long was it take to get the proper information?
14 minutes. 14 minutes.
Lashini? How long was it take? පාට කොච්චර වෙලා ගියාද? මං කිව්වා ලියන්න කියලා.
5:30 to 6:40.
5:30 to 6:40 means 5:30 to 6:40?
No, sir. 5:30 to 5:40.
That's right. මම බැලුවා මෙච්චර අපි ක්ලාස් එක කරේ නැහැ. 5:30 to 6:40 කියේ කොහොමද? Right? Okay. 5:30 to 5:40. It means 10 minutes. You took 10 minutes, then Samili took how many minutes, Samili? 13 or 14?
14 minutes.
14 minutes. Then Apela also took
14 minutes.
14. Then Nuhansa, how many minutes you took for that? Don't remember. I asked you to write there. මං එතන ලියන්න කිව්වේ ඒකයි. Right? Because keep in mind, all of our lessons are running as a chain. Each lessons are combining together. මේවා ඔක්කොකට එකක් combine වෙවි මෙහෙම යන්නේ. මෙහෙම combine වෙවි යන්නේ අපේ lessons. Once forgot the time, no problem, right? We'll assume she got about 14 minutes. We'll assume like that, 14 or 15 minutes like that, right? So, ඔන්න දැන් එතකොට මොකක්ද උනේ? What happened? You all have already prepared some kind of information for that. You got average about 15 minutes. You used few kinds of components for that: book, pen, pencil, and eraser, right? Then how did you do the additions, multiplications, and divisions? How did you all do that?
By drawing a table.
By drawing a paper. Right.
Table.